Hi everybody, welcome back, welcome back. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to contribute to open source GitHub projects through pull requests. So we're going to focus on the Dash Labs to contribute to this repository, but by the end of this tutorial, you will have enough knowledge and information to contribute to any GitHub repository that you would like. So the first thing I recommend you do is go into the video, under the video, to download this guide, because this guide has 14 steps. Don't worry about it. It's like 8 pages long, but it's mostly images and illustrations to help you out. And save it on your computer. So then you can use it in future projects that you contribute to Dash or to Plotly or any other GitHub project that you want to contribute to. Open source projects are a great opportunity for you to connect with others, build relationships, share breakthroughs, overcome challenges, and really help develop a powerful tool that everybody around the world can use. This is your way of making your mark in the world. There are many different ways of contributing to open source projects. One of them is through GitHub, which is what we're going to learn today. So you're going to hear words like fork, clone, push, pull request. But by the end of this video, you'll know everything that needs to be known in order to contribute to open source projects. Dash Labs, which is what we're going to contribute to, is a library or repository that is used for developing new and advanced features for Dash. And Dash in itself is a free software tool where you can build rich data analytics and artificial intelligence apps. All right, so the first thing you want to do is the first step, sign into your GitHub account. If you don't have a GitHub account, make sure to create one and sign into it. So I'm going to go here and I just signed in. This is my GitHub account, Charming Data. Now that you're signed into the GitHub account within this browser, find the project you would like to contribute to. Again, you can contribute to any project, but in this case, we're going to contribute to Dash Labs because it's a cool project to contribute to. There's a lot of moving parts. It's really advancing quickly, and there's a lot of things that as part of the Plotly community that I can help out with in this repository. So now that I've found the link, we found the repository, you click on it, you open it. Now you want to identify how you want to contribute, right? So there's many different ways you can contribute. It can be the most simple ways, like the readm.md file, where you identify the spelling mistake, or maybe one of the links is not correct, or one of the links is not working, or maybe the code in this repository has demo apps, and one of the demo apps is multi-page basic demo apps, because Dash is showing here how to do multi-page apps. And this one, the app_dbc, is an app, a basic app that has a drop-down menu and a bootstrap theme with multiple pages. Now, I loaded this before and I ran it on my computer, and I saw that using the bootstrap theme is very, very white. And I think that it will be better with a darker theme, a theme that's called Cyborg. So this is going to be my contribution. I want to change this theme and tell the repository maintainers and owners that I think the Cyborg theme is going to be better, and provide reasons. You can't just think of something and just do a pull request. Usually you want to back it up with good reasoning. Okay, so let's go back to our initial link right here, and let's go to, we identify what we want to change. Now we have to fork the project. This is necessary to start your contributions. So we're going to fork right here. You click on that, and then you'll see that this repository now is part of your GitHub account. In this case, it's my GitHub account, Coding with Adam. See right here, the image. Now you want to clone your forked project, so on your local computer. So to clone it, you will copy this. This is a project that you forked. This is the link to it. Copy the HTTPS. And next, you want to go down and you want to open your Python IDE or your command prompt or on Mac, so you can actually start working on the project. In this case, you can use command prompt, but what I'm going to use is the Python terminal, because the terminal, I have it set up that it's connected directly to the command prompt. So I'm in PyCharm. I'm inside my tutorial pull request. This is the directory where I'm going to clone the Dash Labs project. So make sure you have the directory that you want. You can call it whatever you want. And now that you're in there, you want to type git clone and then paste the link that comes from your forked project. So git clone, HTTP, quantum with Atom, So, and you'll see that now it will add a directory under here. It's going to add the clone project under this directory because we just cloned it successfully. Remember, this for you is going to be slightly different because I'm using coding for Atom. This HTTP link comes from here, but it's going to be your GitHub account, so it's going to be slightly a different HTTP link. All right, now that we see that we have the Dash Labs repository inside our local computer, we can go to the next step. Go into the CD into your clone project. So as you can see here, we're inside the tutorial pull request, but I want to go into the repository we just cloned. So I'm going to go CD dash labs, and now you can see we're in it. Okay, step 7. Now you want to create a descriptive Git branch. The project you just cloned is considered the main branch. But usually when you want to make changes to a project, it's best practice to create a separate branch, make the changes, and then combine the branches together. There's a lot more to know about this. I really recommend reading this book right here. Download it. On page 63, it'll explain a lot more about branching, a lot more about Git, to get a better understanding of why it's so important. Okay, so to create our separate branch, we have to do git inside the terminal, git checkout -b, followed by a name of a new branch you want. So the name is going to suggest what kind of changes you're going to put in there. Remember, we said that we're going to go into the demo app and we're going to make this a little bit more darker theme. So let's call this a darker theme. Let's call this branch darker theme. In this case, I'm going to call it darker theme 2 or 3 because I already did this once, and you can't create the same branch over and over again. So I'm going to create darker theme 3, git checkout -b darker theme 3, and you see switch to a new branch. It created a new branch and it also switched to it. So now you're inside this new branch. All right, step number 8, you want to create a new remote pointing to the upstream repository. Now, when I first read this, I was like, what are you talking about? So what it really is this is necessary for syncing changes that you make on your forked project right here, syncing it with the original repository, the Dash Labs repository. So to do this, you just have to write git remote add upstream, and you only have to do this once. Git remote add upstream, and followed by the original repository that you forked. So the original repository, remember, is this one. If you go right here, remember the original repository is this one right here. Plotly dash labs, this one dash_labs. So let's do that right now. Let's create a new remote. Perfect. Done. Now that we've created the remote, we don't have to worry about anything else. We can just start making the changes. So now you want to make the changes to the code or to the readme or whatever changes you wanted to make. So remember that our changes was in the demo section. So we'll go into docs, demo, multi-page basics, and we'll go into the app. This is one of the apps, multi-pages, and we'll open it. You can run it if you want and see how it looks like. I already know how it looks like, so we'll skip that. and then we'll change this from Bootstrap. We're going to change this to Cyborg, because Cyborg is a darker theme, which I think works better. So I change that, and now you'll see that this becomes blue. This becomes blue because it's changes that we've made, but we haven't committed yet. So now that we've made these changes, let's go down. We want to verify that the changes that we made are correct and were registered in the system. So we'll go here. We'll type git diff word diff. This is always the same thing you can type. It doesn't matter what your repository is called. Like this. And now you'll see here the changes. You'll see here that the changes registered were the app_dbc.py file, correct. You'll see it will show you a summary of the changes. This is in red, and this green is the new change, right? Instead of Bootstrap, it's Cyborg. Perfect. So now we know that changes are correct. We want to commit the changes to the branch. Remember, the branch that we created was called make. The branch. Let me do this again. You want to type in the terminal git commit -a-m. You want to follow by a brief message describing your commit. So in this case, we actually made we're making a darker theme, right? From Bootstrap, if you ran this app, you would see that Cyborg is a darker theme to the app. It's like black background. So let's make that as the message for this commit. Let's put it darker theme 3. And you can see here that there's it's like a string. There's a quotation on each end of it. So make sure you copy that as well. Whoops. 1 second. Okay, let's try this again. Darker theme. Perfect. And now you see that it will say 1 file changed, which is the app file, 1 insertion, and 1 deletion. We took out Bootstrap and put Cyborg. Perfect. So now that we committed our changes with the summary comment, you want to push the branch back up to the GitHub repository. So the branch that we created was darker theme 2, right? This was from step 6. Go to step 6. You'll see, nope, sorry, step 7, darker theme 3. So let's go back down. Make sure this is accurate. So darker theme 3, and this is step 7. Okay. And now you want to type this into the terminal. What we're actually doing here, we're committing the changes that we made on our local computer back up to our GitHub repository that we forked back up here. Okay, so let's do that. Git push origin darker theme 3. Enter. Let's see. For this, you need an internet connection. That's what's so cool about Git. You can clone the repository, the original repository, to your computer. Then you can be on an airplane, a bus, whatever. You can work on your computer with no internet connection. And then when you're ready to push it back up, then you need internet connection. So you see this worked. It's back up into our code. And I think you can actually see it here. If you go to your GitHub account, you'll actually see here darker theme 3 has recent pushes less than a minute ago. So let's see. Now you can initiate the pull request process. You go back online to the GitHub account, your GitHub account, and you will see that you pushed a new darker theme, a new commit. And next to it, there is a green button where you can click and start the pull request process. Compare and pull request. So click on this, and now you'll see several things. I'm going to talk about this a little bit because I don't put this in the guide. Here you can see a summary of all the changes from Bootstrap to Cyborg. You can see that this is 2 minutes ago, this commit. You can see that it's only 1 file change. We didn't do multiple files, and only 1 contributor, only I changed this. And you have here space for the title and for the description. It's very important that you put a good description and a good title, because when you create pull requests, you're actually allowing the owners of Dash Labs and the maintainers to understand what your contributions are. Some contributions are hundreds of lines of code, right? And it's very hard to understand what they're doing by reading all the lines of code. So the description is very, very important to help the maintainers understand what's going on. So you can see here in the step that my description was this. My title was darker theme for app demo. So we'll do that. We'll do darker theme 3 for app demo. In the description, I'm not going to copy and paste everything, write everything again, but you can see here the original Bootstrap theme is too white, so as a result, a few lighter lines on the line chart are hard to see. So I'm going to change this theme to Cyborg, which makes the background check the background black, which solves this problem. Now this is all made up. This is not true because there is no line chart in this app, but I want you to think about the reasoning. You want to give a good reason of why you're making these changes, right? So once you put the reason in here, this is my best reason for making the change, blah, 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 blah. Then you can create the pull request. All right, so I hope you learned a lot. I did want to give you a brief summary. This or recommendation, you've learned a few Git commands here, right? How to fork, how to clone, how to see the differences. But Git is very expansive and it's very powerful version control system. So I really recommend you download this book. This is right here. It's a free book written by the Git authors, I think. And if you don't have a lot of time, make sure to read Git Basics chapter and read the chapter on GitHub, at least the first couple of 6.1 to 6.3 or something, because this will really give you the basic knowledge that you need to manage Git commands and do more with the pull requests. And lastly, don't wait for like grandiose ideas or big contributions or big projects. If you spot a spelling mistake in the original code, if you spot something in the comments that need to be changed, or maybe something in the code is wrong, do the pull request. So I hope this was helpful. It was. Click on the like button, become a subscriber, and that's pretty it. I hope to see you soon again. Never forget, we're better together, so help each other out, and have a good week. Bye-bye.